Image. This is an image of filter pads with glow aerosol top and smoke from a reference cigarette bottom. View more. Credit British American Tobacco. Scientists at British American Tobacco have conducted a series of tests, the results of which help establish glow as having the potential to be substantially reduced risk compared to traditional cigarettes. Glow is a commercial tobacco heating product. It heats rather than burns tobacco and so does not produce smoke or the smoke toxicants found in conventional cigarette smoke. Using data from chemical and biological tests, scientists ranked glow, in terms of number and levels of toxicants in the vapor and biological impact on human and other cells compared to smoke. The results show that there is a wide gap between glow and other next-generation products tested in conventional cigarettes. Glow and other NGPs have substantially reduced numbers and levels of toxicants in the vapor compared to smoke, and the vapor has a much reduced or no biological impact on cells in the laboratory compared to smoke, depending on the test. This means that when ranked according to potential harm, cigarettes are at one end of a potential risk spectrum and glow and other NGPs are at the other end, potentially substantially reduced risk, although longer-term studies would be required to substantiate this potential. How the tests were done. 7 products were assessed, including 3 cigarettes, glow and another THP, a hybrid tobacco product and an e-cigarette. Chemical testing. Scientists studied how consumers used their products and used the information to program puffing robots in the lab. In this way, the puffing robots could produce smoke and vapor in a realistic way. The smoke and vapor produced was then tested for toxicants known to be present in NGP emissions and cigarette smoke. The results reveal the vapor produced by glow to have a relatively simple composition compared to cigarette smoke. Figures 1 and 2. Toxicant levels in glow vapor were reduced by about 90% compared to smoke. Similar reductions were observed for vapor produced by an e-cigarette, another THP and a hybrid THP. Biological testing. The puffing robots were also used in combination with special exposure systems to test the impact of the smoke or vapor on cells in the lab. The cells tested include human airway cells. These are obtained by taking a sample from a human nose. The cells are placed in a chamber that allows them to be nourished from the underside and exposed to air or vapor or smoke on the other side, much like cells are exposure to aerosols in the lung. In other tests, bacterial cells are used to determine whether smoke or vapor causes mutations in DNA, the cell's genetic material. The results show that, in contrast to cigarette smoke, the emissions from glow and the other novel products tested are not toxic to human airway cells and do not cause mutations or promote the development of tumors. In many cases, the results were similar to those obtained when cells were simply exposure to air. Figure 3. Potential reduced harm. On the basis of product emissions, there is a wide gap between what is in smoke and what is the vapor produced by NGPs. There is also a wide gap between the biological impact on cells in the lab between smoke and vapor from glow and the other NGPs. Glow and the NGPs tested produced either no response or a substantially reduced response compared to cigarette smoke. Although more long-term tests are needed, taken together these results suggest the cigarettes are at the opposite end of a potential risk spectrum to glow and other NGPs like e-cigarettes, said Dr. James Murphy, head of reduced risk substantiation at British American Tobacco. Public Health England has stated that the wider body of evidence consistently finds that e-cigarettes are less harmful than smoking and that the current best estimate is that e-cigarettes are around 95% less harmful than smoking. British American Tobacco have invested more than $1.5 billion over 6 years in developing a world-leading portfolio of products in the next-generation products NGPs category. British American Tobacco has NGPs in 16 markets, including GLOTM, which is available in Japan, Korea, Switzerland, Canada and Russia. These results are published today in a special issue of the journal Regulatory Toxicology and Pharmacology. Disclaimer: AAAS and Eureka Alert are not responsible for the accuracy of news releases posted to Eureka Alert by contributing institutions or for the use of any information through the Eureka Alert system.